Oh, okay. There we go. I'm rolling. Hey. Okay, so I wanted to make this video for the ladies on YouTube. You guys are asking a lot of good questions. I really do like being helpful to people because I am aware that, especially for me, when I started my journey in 2018, there wasn't a lot of information out there. Like, people would be like, oh, look at my body, I got snatched, I went to the war, and then you don't hear from them anymore, right? So I have been trying to keep this going. I took a break for a little while because there was a lot of like bullshit back in 2018 of, you know, my own people trying to like bring me down. So I took a break for a little while. I came back because no bitch could bring me down. But sometimes you just need to fall back, regroup, take care of yourself. Self-care is very important. I'm a huge advocate for self-care. So I wanted to address some of the questions that are coming in. Like, I'm not going to mention people's names because I don't like to do that either, right? Okay. Here's the deal. If you're trying to, my number one thing about going to DR and having surgery is don't try to go any place like on a budget, right? So like here in America, you're at home, you can ball on a budget because if anything happens, A, you can go home, B, you can take your ass to an emergency room and they're going to take care of you whether you have insurance or not. When you're in Santo Domingo, you're in a whole nother country. And because you're American, they want that cash, right? So, yes, I'm ashy as usual. So, like, don't try to go any place like balling on a budget. So, like, words like cheap or affordable, don't ask me that. Because the minute I see those words, like, it agitates my spirit. So, whatever your surgery is, so let's pretend your entire surgery is going to be like $5,000. That's including your surgery, like your hotel, or your surgery, your Airbnb, or wherever it is that you're going, right? So let's pretend your total time there. So your massages, your surgery, your housing situation, however long you're going to be there, is a total of $5,000. When you get to your doctor's office, something like the echocardiogram may not be included. So that's going to cost you, depending on like where you go, anywhere between $150 to $200. So I always say, when you're going for surgery, if you're in a package deal, and I hate package deals, especially if it comes with the massages, but I'm going to get back to that in a minute. If your entire surgery is like $5,000, and that's including like your massages, where you're going to stay, your meals, whatever, have an additional $1,000 just for expenses that you will accrue once you get there. Because your doctor may ask you for an echocardiogram. You may need to go see a pulmonologist. That's the lung guy. You know, there's a lot of things that you need. So have that extra money, you know, like extra $1,000 just so if your surgery is $1,000, say, yo, my surgery is $6,000. Have that extra $1,000 just because. Then have an extra $1,000 in your pocket for pocket change, right? So don't go there. If your shit is $5,000, don't leave America with $5,300. Stay home a little longer and make that extra money that you need, right? You don't have to be like me. I stay a very long time. I go to all the best places to eat. I don't expect everyone to be like me. I don't at all. So, but I don't want you asking me questions like inexpensive, affordable. Nah. I'm going out of the country for surgery. So I need to be prepared for all things. The worst situation you want to be in, ladies, if you are at an Airbnb, if you are at a recovery house and they got roaches, you don't like the food, the girl next to you in the bed is, you know, some loudmouth American bitch who is just, you may get sick of that shit. You may want to go find your own spot. What you don't want to do is to be in a country and compromise yourself, your sanity, your peace of mind. If you have that extra money, you can pack up your bags and you can go. Sometimes you got to take a loss on that money and you just got to go, like for yourself. You know what I mean? So don't leave the United States of America with exact money. Always be prepared for emergencies. And I promise you, an emergency will happen. It happens all the time. You may leave America and your blood is fine. You get on that plane and your blood may be weak. Your blood may be low. So you're going to need to do things like go see a hematologist. You probably have to do iron IVs. And whatever you do, the trick is don't do it at the recovery house because they're going to charge you $100 for an ampule, right? When for $100, you can buy a box of 6. You can buy the needles and the IV that you need, as well as the saline. And you can call an outside nurse to come and treat you. Or you can ask even at your doctor's office, they have nurses, recovery nurses, that take care of you when you come from surgery. So all of the ladies down in Dr. Beiser's office, like Arlene and all of those nurses, they'll be more than happy to make that extra money and like come and like help you guys. But if you're doing those IV therapy at the recovery houses, they're robbing your asses, charging you $100 because they're buying 6 in those boxes. They're buying 6 in a box for less than $100, but your dumb ass is paying $100 for it. So that stuff could happen. So be prepared for that. So don't come with affordable. I really do hate like when people decide on a doctor based on price quote, right? Because a price quote doctor, you may be paying for, you may get what you pay for. Your doctor you should not decide on your doctor based on how much a doctor's cost. You need to be looking at that, at their Instagram, at their real self, and wherever their platforms are. And you should be looking at their work. And you should be looking at the ladies like, oh, okay, yeah, this is kind of like my body type. Okay, oh, yes. So you have an idea of what that doctor can possibly do for someone in your body type. Don't be a size 13 looking at Duran, when half the girls that go to Duran are under size 10. Technically, under size 8. So like when you choose your doctor, choose one that works on your body type. For a lot of times, there's a lot of doctors that I like in the DR. So let me use myself because I like to use myself as an example. Before I chose the doctor that I'm going to go to, Dr. Manuel Peralta, I was looking at Dr. Ricardo Ventura because I love his work. But I don't see any black girls on his page. I don't even Afro-Latinas. I don't see anybody with my skin complexion on his page. There might be one, but there isn't enough, right? But I still like his work, and my foundation is good. I still think that he would do a great job on me, though it kind of make me go, right? He is a great doctor, educated at the Evo Penal Clinic in Brazil. It's world renowned. And so I think he would do a fabulous job at me. But I was a little hesitant and a little leery. The same with Dr. Luis Fernando Girco. Ugh, not only is he fine, honey, I would go to him just to look at him and salivate. But I like him as well. I think he does a great job. I think I am, right now, my foundation, right, will be good enough for him to post me when he's done. Because after he's done with me, I would be more so in tune with his brand. Because he has a brand as well, right? But on his page, I also do not see a lot of women of color. But I think that he would do a fantastic, I don't even know if I've seen one woman of color on his page. But I do believe he would do a fantastic job just because my foundation right now is inclined with his brand, right? And what he does. Because he takes a lot of pride in his work, and so does Ricardo Ventura. And I was still going to go to them, but it was very difficult for me to get appointments to see them because they're very, very busy. Until Claudio told me about Manuel Peralta. Now, Manuel Peralta is an Afro-Latino. His work, I did not see lots of like black girls on there. I do see some Afro-Latinas on his page. But what I like about him is that he is total and complete vanity. When I went to go and meet him, not only was he kind, I've told the story before of how wonderful he was and how patient and how kind he is. But when I asked him to do like a quick Q&A from my blog, honey, he turned on his diva light and combed his hair. So anybody with that much vanity is good enough for me to do my body because I know they take pride in their work. So he is my doctor. He's used by a lot of the Dominican ladies. I like to go where they go because the Dominican ladies don't always go to the Duran and the Dislas and the Yeelys. The Dominican girls go to like hidden gems that they have in Santo Domingo that we don't hear people talking about. I just named 3 doctors that are great hidden gems that you guys should all look into. So I'll give you their name again: Manuel Peralta, Ricardo Ventura, Luis Fernando Guerco, who speaks perfect American English. I believe he was educated here in America, and I do believe he's American board certified. These are all wonderful doctors that will do a great job if you have a good foundation. I do believe that they could work on a BBW and would be great with a BBW. But I do not see them posting those kinds of women on their sites, which for me, if I was a BBW, I wouldn't go to them. So for my BBW picks, I would definitely pick Dr. Australia Fragoso Baez. She's the bomb. That's my baby. I love her and she loves me. Though she was never my doctor, I've been into her office a million times. My first encounter with her was I walked into her office with someone from Snatch Life. I was about not even a week post-op from seeing Yeely. She was like, mommy, undress, let me see you. And she looked me over. She did a once over on me before Yeely even did that for me, before I even saw Yeely. So ever since then, I've had a wonderful relationship with Dr. Baez. Her work has gotten better. I think like, I would probably have to say maybe at least 30 to 50 ladies from Snatch Life have gone to Baez, maybe more, because a lot of people get my information, they go and they have surgery, but they don't come back and like share the information. That used to irk me. It doesn't anymore because I can't control people and like what people do. You know what I mean? So I think Baez is great for that. I also think Dr. Disnelda Matos is also a great BBW. There are many good doctors in CIPLA, like Soto is a good doctor in CIPLA. I believe he does not do his surgery in CIPLA. I have a video with Laurent somewhere. I need to find it. I haven't seen it in a while. I have to go looking for it. I also like his work. I'm very leery of like CIPLA. I call that like the death house. I wouldn't. Cynthia Disla is there. I like her work. I think she's really good with her booby works. I've known a couple of women that she's worked on. I think Cynthia Disla is more so of a doctor that you want to go to if you want a natural look. Like if you're an older gal, she's good for you. She's not going to give you that vixen snatched out look. At least I have not seen that. I don't think she's aggressive with her liposuction as other people are, though I do like her work. I like her tummy tuck scars. And apparently she's good at titties. Who else in that building that I want to talk about? But Cipla has a horrible reputation as a clinic, so I do not. I'm not an advocate for Cipla. There are lots of other great clinics that you can go to. Dr. Matos is in a very good clinic. Medina is in a good clinic. There's Dr. Alexandria Kardovich. Oh my God. She's killing it right now. Like, I've seen her work change in 2 years, just like Dr. Australia Buys. I've seen her go from like bad to like bad bitch. As far as her surgeries are concerned, between 2018 and how she's right now in 2021. Like, she has perfected her craft. Yes, bitch. She is snatching bodies, okay? Yeah. So for me, like, I've seen her change, like, I've seen her work. I've seen Desnelda Matos. I've seen her perfected her craft in 2 years as well. So those are some really good doctors for you to look into. Santo Domingo have many, many doctors. Now, that being said, please do not ask me like, yo, which doctor do you recommend? I'm going to need you to have like an idea. Like, give me a list. Like, act like you're doing your research. You know what I mean? Then I'm going to give you some other names on top of that you should research. But I'm never going to fix my face and tell you like which doctor you should go to. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't get paid from any of these doctors. I get paid for no one. I'm given valuable information for free. Every now and then someone sends me, like a Cashapp and thank me for, sharing this valuable information. But for the most part, I do it for free. And I do give you lists of doctors that you can possibly go and look at. But I'm never going to tell you, ooh, this person. I'm going to give you a list of people and you do your research on that doctor. As far as the recovery houses, I am not an advocate for recovery houses because to me, the recovery house do a whole lot more than they should. I believe a recovery house is to shelter you and to feed you, right? I don't like the recovery houses giving massages because there's Conchita from the corner and the same lady that's fixing your meal is the one that's massaging your body. After you have surgery, right now, like before you go have surgery, you're like a mold, you're like a ball of clay, right? You're like a big fat ball of clay. Then they go and they aggressively remove fat from your body. Then they put you in this faja so they can tighten up your skin and get your shit back together, right? But the person who molds and shapes you, who does your lymphatic massage, who drains you, who takes that water, the extra water out of you, because the cannula that they use to suck out your fat, right, is water-based. So they're putting, and you're already 80% water. So they're putting more water in you. So you got to get drained, right? That person who does that needs to be a professional person that is licensed and that is experienced to mold your body, your va-va-voom. That is your massage therapist. I don't see anybody who I don't see a lot of people whose bodies aren't snatched out. Like for me, I go to Claudio. And the reason why I go to Claudio is because that is the massage therapist that Dominican girls go to. When they have surgery, they're not sitting at home or going to a recovery house. They go to Alma-Rosa, to Claudio's studio. And I don't give a shit if you call the recovery house and you be like, oh, there's a guy in Alma-Rosa I want to go to, Claudio. There's this chick on YouTube named Cindy that's always talking about him. Here's what they're going to say to you. Oh, I don't know, mommy, if you want to go to Altamirosas because Altamirosas isn't safe. That's fucking game, right? Altamirosas is a great neighborhood. More than likely, them motherfuckers live in Altamirosas or worse than Altamirosas. But they're going to tell you not to go to Altamirosas so you can pay your money with them. So you're going to have Conchita from the corner, a.k.a. Donita, who's cooking your food. Then she's going to massage your body. She's going to wash your clothes. That's some bullshit. Take your ass, get out that bed, leave that recovery house, and go to Altamirosas. You are not obligated to buy their package deal. The last thing you want to do is be a package deal bitch. Because when you're a package deal bitch, you leave America looking like a Teletubby, right? You're already fat, looking like a Teletubby. And I'm not disrespecting anyone, because I was fat too. I talk about myself. I had my pictures posted up. You saw me. Go on my thing. I'm not ashamed, right? You haven't seen your pussy in a while, so now you're happy to have your tummy tuck, because now you're seeing your pussy. No, I want you to leave out of here with a waistline too. You want, if you're getting a tummy tuck, fantastic. You want a waistline, I need you to want more than ass too. I need you to want more than ass and a flat stomach. I want you to want that waistline. And you're only going to get that shit from Claudio. When there's another massage therapist that I can look at somebody and be like, oh yes, you bad bitch, you look good. Then I'm going to big them up. But I have not seen anybody who has gone to someone outside of Claudio who looks amazing. I have not. I don't know if they're out there, right? And Santo Domingo has quite a few massage therapists, right? But the one that I know that does a great job, that will take you to the level of where you need to be, is Claudio. Period. Hands down. Somebody have something else better? Great. Okay. And what works for your homegirl may not work for you, because her body type is not the same as your body type. So be very mindful of like when you do that too. Okay. And I don't get paid from Claudio. I don't get paid from nobody. The shit I'm spitting is free, right? We have in America, the game is to be sold, not told. But a bitch like me, I'm telling it, and I've been fucking telling it. Okay, so do not call me and ask me about recovery houses. Find that someplace else. Excuse me, I'm the wrong chick for recovery houses. I don't believe in that, right? I think recovery houses, not everyone's like me. I'm a bold person. I can go anywhere, and I'm gonna make it, right? And I'm gonna make my own way. But because of my experiences with recovery houses, I just don't do it. So here on Snatch Life, whether it be here, this YouTube channel, the am I getting dark? I'm trying to give some more light. Okay. Whether it's the YouTube channel or it's the IG page or my Facebook page, I try to give you guys all the information that you need to like succeed. And a lot of people like, yes, you're thinking, oh, I'm going alone. This is my first time leaving the country. Trust me, you will be fine. You've made it this far from wherever you come from, right? Most of you are mothers. You've given birth. You a strong ass bitch. You got this, right? So like for right now, with getting your eating together, pulling that damn BMI down, work on getting that money right. Like, don't be like, oh, I can go for 4,800 and that's all you have and you're ready to go. No, mommy, you need a little bit more than that, right? So work on getting your money together, your food, your eating habits, and exercising, getting down that BMI and getting yourself healthy, and stop smoking hookah and drinking and doing all the other shit that you're doing to prepare yourself for going out of the country and having surgery. My platform is designed for you to leave. Hold on. Let me turn on the light. Hold on. Maybe this is better. I pull more light. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I guess it's a little bit better. Yeah, my platform is designed for you to leave America, go to Santo Domingo, successfully have surgery, have all the information that you need to have surgery and make it back safely. And I have already done the legwork for you. If you follow my lead, you don't have to be afraid to go alone and do what needs to be done. I have enough people in my network of people that I've met that I can recommend you to guide you through so that you can go there and like you can do it. But I'm begging you, ladies, don't go there on like a package deal. This is your body, right? You're making an investment in yourself. When you're making an investment in yourself, you want the best. Don't be that chick that buy your Gucci or Louis bag from the corner that you know it's fucking fake. Save up a little bit more money and then walk into the store with a receipt and get a real receipt, right? With an authentic bag. If you're already saving up for the surgery, then don't go and cheapen your situation. Stay home and make more money and wait until you can go there and have the proper care that you need, being carefree. Instead of you rushing back here 10 days still with your draining bags on. I hate that shit too, ghetto. I don't expect you to go to Santo Domingo and be like me and stay 30, 40 days. Not everybody have the luxury to do that. I wish I had something to run back home to and not be in Santo Domingo for 30 to 40 days. But when I go, I don't rush back because I have no reason to rush back. That's kind of sad when you really think about it. So there you have it. So I just wanted to just come and make this quick video. Like, none of us we may not necessarily like the situation that we have. You know what I mean? As far as like going out of the country to have surgery and not having enough money. Just wait. Just wait. You don't have to rush it. Like, it's there. If you don't have enough money, you should view it as a sign, like it's not your time. So wait until you have enough money to go. Today, I'll end this on a personal story because I like to do that. Because I do tell a lot of my business. I've never really like mentioned this, but a lot of people always think like your life is going to change like once you have surgery. For me having surgery had absolutely nothing to do with like a guy or a man or wanting attention from like a man, because I was getting that before. Since I've had surgery, I do believe that I have like a lot of unwanted attention that literally leads to nothing, because you put yourself in the position to have men gawk, you know, like we want that, but they can be so rude about it, like it can like put you off. And a lot of people, and I'm telling you this because like for the single people who think like, yo, like your life is just gonna change and everything is just gonna be fabulous and Mr. Wonderful is just gonna walk through that door. No, it gets a little bit more crazy. I never did it for a guy. The teeth, the toto, nothing. So do it like for this, like don't rush it, because this should be something that you want to do for like yourself. So today, here's what happened to me. There's this, I'm on a thing with Hilton Grand Vacation. So I go to the Hilton Grand Vacation information thing where they're trying to sell you into buying a timeshare, which I would never do. Then they sell you like a future, like a future package. So they're selling a package for, it's a $1,600 package. It's for 7 days, 8 nights. And you could, and the guy was like, oh, you know, like you and another person, and you and that person can split it like $800. I have been single for 10 years. Every Christmas, not Christmas, but pretty much every New Year, except for this past year, I've always said, oh, next year I'm going to find somebody so I don't have to be alone for New Year's. And unfortunately, that never works out, that I'm usually alone for New Year's. So now here's this guy. He's selling me this package that I can use within 18 months. I have 18 months to use this package. It's $1,600, 7 nights. So he shows me these wonderful and beautiful resorts. A brand new one that's coming up in San Diego, Hawaii, New York City, and a couple of other places. And I thought, and I bought the package. I bought the package and I thought, this year for July, this, you know, for my birthday coming up, for my 51st birthday coming up, more than likely I would either be in Santo Domingo or be on my way to Santo Domingo to have surgery yet again. So I'm not going to utilize that package. But for my 52nd birthday, I could take myself on a trip. So I'll buy into the package and I'll hold on to the package for 18 months. So I know that at least on my 52nd birthday, I won't have to be someplace alone, but I can literally plan a vacation that entire week of my 52nd birthday. And as horrible as that sounds, and me even physically saying out loud is almost bringing me into tears, I'm realizing that sometimes when you want stuff for yourself, like it doesn't always work out that way. So you just have to just deal with the hands that pretty much that like life give you. So I'm dealing with that. And I'm kind of excited that I have plans. I have plans this year for my birthday. More than likely I'll be in Santo Domingo having surgery or getting ready for surgery. Or I'd still be in New York preparing myself to go to Santo Domingo for surgery, which is fabulous. But for my 52nd birthday, I know that I also have plans to go someplace. So I am looking forward to that. I don't want to be alone in that plan, but I am okay with it. The moral of that story is your life isn't going to change when you have surgery. So take time and get the fucking money you need so that you have enough, so you don't have to worry about going any place to rush for your surgery and worry about affordable surgery. Like, you ain't got to rush this shit, right? Those doctors in DR are going to be there. So don't rush it. But don't get me wrong, you guys. I am quite content in my life. I'm actually quite happy, like, in my life. I was dealt a fucking bowl of lemons and lemonade, and I have mastered the art of making margaritas and lemon drops. Because sometimes that's what you gotta do, right? But Ladies, don't rush it, right? Take your time. When you may want to go, it may not necessarily be your time. So get your money up. If you have a man, he's already loving you the way you are. So you ain't gotta rush a girl. If you're single, if your life changes, please come and tell us the story. But if it doesn't, like, you're having this surgery for you, so you can feel good. I'm doing my surgeries for me, so I can feel good. If a man comes along and he's willing to put in the work to be with a woman like me, so be it. If he's not, that's fine too. I already have plans for the future. I hope this surgery does for you what this surgery has done for me. Hold on 2 seconds. I hope surgery does for you what it's done for me, which is most of my life, because like I have been without a family, and I've had to, make shit work for myself. I've always used my exterior to get what I need from men. So needless to say, I put myself in lots of compromising positions. I have slept with a whole lot of motherfuckers I should not have slept with, but I needed them for whatever I needed them for. It took me a really long time to find myself of self-worth. Because as a woman, there's so much shit, like so many forces, against us, between what you're dealing with at home, your work, whatever it may be. We constantly have fucking daggers just pointing at us. Everywhere you turn around, you look, yet another thing to make you feel, worthless. And there's nothing you can do about that. And once you get to the point where, like, you are doing things as a means of, like, survival, like, that takes a toll on you too. Like, everything you do takes a fucking toll on you. Everything you do. You see a cute bitch walking down the street, you feel inadequate. Like we're all women. Like, you know what I mean? It took a really long time for me to, like, feel comfortable in my skin. I watch some people's vlogs. They're always pretty when they get on here. I ain't got time for that shit. If you catch me looking cute, great. If you don't, okay. I'm still cute regardless. And I think, like, for me, once my self-worth kicked in, it took a really long time. A really super duper long time. Once my self-worth kicked in, I no longer took shit from anybody, particularly a man. I am, that saying that they say, like, when you've had enough, like, you just, like me, I am officially sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's a saying. I'm officially sick and tired of being sick and tired. And when I got to that point, and the disappointment, like, I just decided to, like, just shut down and, like, really focus on myself. I was in a long-term relationship that didn't lead to where I wanted it to lead, and it took me a really long time to get over that relationship. Longer than it probably should have. And then from there, I've been here, there, everywhere. But, like, nothing, like nothing significant like came along. Not too long ago, I think it's actually, it's almost been a year. Hold on. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna tell you when it was. Maybe about 8-9 months ago. I think it's been 8-9 months. 8-9 months ago, I was in Atlanta. I met a guy. We like really connected. Like super duper connected. Like I hadn't had that kind of feeling with anybody before. And it's so weird that I'm telling the story because I've never told this story. I never had that. I haven't had that feeling with anybody other than the long-term relationship that I was with. So when he came along, I just thought, oh my God, I remember this feeling. And when I had the same feeling, my relationship lasted like 12 years. It was a good relationship while it was good. And so I took a chance with this guy. And I'm a kind of person, like, I think like when you're dealing with like a young boy, like you should be concerned of like when you sleep with somebody. But when you're dealing with a grown-ass man, I don't really think like that really matters. But I thought he was a grown-ass man, but he wasn't. So we slept together and kept sleeping together and kept sleeping together. And then we had an amazing time in Atlanta. He made me feel like a queen. He was everything I wanted. Everything like my perfect guy. We got back home to New York because luckily we met in Atlanta and we both lived in New York. We got back home to New York and he started acting strange. Which kind of made me feel some kind of way. I come from a place of abandonment. I am accustomed to people leaving. So I don't know if I'm a sabotager, if I purposely will walk away from people before they walk away from me because I think that they will. But I chose to walk away from him because I wasn't going to beg anybody to spend time with me because I felt like I was the person initiating everything. And as long as I was the initiator, then sure, I'll go over there and he'll have sex with me. And, you know, what does it really mean? I'm still not going to get what I want from him. So I decided to withdraw myself from the situation. And I think I've heard from him twice since then. And I didn't respond to him. Had he gotten in touch with me, perhaps maybe like a few days after I'd gone, yeah. But he waited a few weeks. And I was just like, you know what, fuck you. I was kind of like over it. And I hadn't slept with anybody since then. And since then, I got my pussy done. So that's $5,000. So we don't get pussy away for free. Because literally, this pussy was not for free. So I ain't giving this shit away. And I'm okay with like holding on to it. And if a person like me, and I'm 50, it's never too late to find your self-worth. It's never too late to, like every day that you wake up, like you can decide, today is the day. I've had it. Enough is enough. Fuck it. And I deal with that like in every area, like of my life. Right now, what is it, March 9th, 10th, whatever we are in March, I'm ready for surgery. I'm ready to get my fine and get my sexy on. I want to look good. Like, I will go now. I'll be ready, bikini ready for my 51st birthday. Yes, queen on the beach. But I'm not running to Santo Domingo to do that right now. Because A, I had an epidural when I had my toto done, so I'm not ready. So I have to give myself some time. I'm not trying to die on anybody's table. A. And B, I want to go work out and take off some of my weight. I don't know where the 160 pounds, it may very well be in my ass, but I'm 160 pounds and I hate that shit. So I am going to go and take my weight down and have my final surgery. Yeah. No. It's going to be my final body surgery. I promise. I might have surgery in some other areas, but it's going to be my final body surgery. I may do my hand. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying. But I want to look my best, right? And I want to put in the effort so that I can go and at least try to realistically have a great result. So you can't look at somebody's picture and be like, "Ooh, this is what I want to get." The doctor is not going to give you, like, who has a good body that we all know? The doctor cannot give you Nicki Minaj's body if you walk in with a Lizzo. Not on the first round. You might get Nicki Minaj from Lizzo maybe 2 or 3 rounds. You know what I mean? Not like there's anything wrong with Lizzo. Like, all women, we are all gorgeous and beautiful in the bodies that we are in. If you want to get plastic surgery, I am here to support you. If you get support from nowhere else in the world, you will get support from Cindy Del Castillo. I support you 100%. I'm on your side. I am all for whatever makes you feel good. If you are Lizzo and you like that, yes. Shit, the women I know with the best self-esteem are the BBW. You can't tell her she's not cute when she walk in the door. But if you want to have surgery, do it right. Don't rush it. You've waited this long. Wait a little longer. Get your money together. Get your eating habits together. Exercise a little bit. Pull that BMI down. And give yourself the opportunity to have the best chance of going out of the country, having surgery, and coming home. Spending money on surgery is already like an investment. Like, do all the other little stuff that you have to do to come with a great result. You just don't throw your clothes in the washing machine, right? And it washes. No. You have to put soap in there. You might run the water, put some soap, put your clothes in. You're going to separate your whites from your dark. You know how it is. It's a whole fucking process. The same as here. Some stuff you put in the dryer, some you hang to dry. It's the same process. So going out of the country for surgery is a process as well. So take the time. Do your research. It's called a journey for a reason. It takes time to get there, right? So do your research, get your money together. And don't with affordable or cheap. I hate those words. And don't do packages. I hate that too. But other than that, I am here to help you. So if I seem like bitchy when I respond to some of your questions, I apologize. But I got some trigger words. And my trigger words that make me be like, ew, girl. Don't have me talk about you. You know what I'm saying? In my head. So don't use words. I disdain words like cheap, affordable, package. These are words that I hate. If you haven't been watching my videos, you know I hate some of those words, right? So when you text me for information, come up with other words that won't be like, okay. Like, read that shit and be like, damn, is Cindy gonna talk about me in her head? You don't want Cindy talking about you in my head. Because I will. So that's it. So I'm here for you, and I will answer as much of your questions as I possibly can. In addition to getting up your money, while you're getting your money, getting your eating, getting your exercise, getting that BMI down, do your damn research. Right? I am more likely to help you if you're trying to help yourself. All successful people try to help themselves. We are all here. We're not alone living this life alone, doing it by ourselves. As much as I like to think that I am alone, I am not. I have a core of people who give a damn about me, who would rush to my aid if I was to call them and start bawling and say, like, I need you. You know, like I have a couple of people in my life who would do that for me. One of them I met through Snatch Life, like Nikki. If I was supposed to call Nikki right now, losing my fucking mind, like Nikki would figure out how to talk me off the ledge, and knowing her, she would probably figure out a way of how to get to me, because that's the kind of person that she is. And I think she knows me well enough to know that I wouldn't call her in that state unless I was in dire straits. And if I was in dire straits, I know that she would be there. So as much as I like to believe or say out loud or sometimes think to myself that I'm alone and that I have nobody, I know deep down in my heart that that is not true. And that goes the same for you. When you decide to have surgery, not everyone is going to support you, but I will definitely support you, and I am here to support you 100%. And you don't need other people's validation for you to do what makes you feel good about you. Fuck them if they don't like it. It's about you. You're a grown-ass woman, right? But I am here to support you 100%. And everyone else on Snatch Life will support you too. So I'd like to believe that I am forming a group of women who support other women. So that's it. So, don't forget to, what they say, like this video, subscribe to the channel. So once I get 1,000 people, so weird, I've been doing this for 2 years and I can get 1,000 people to fucking subscribe to the YouTube channel. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, because I would like to start doing all the videos, especially for my new surgery coming soon. I will be in the DR for a very long time this time around, because like I said, this is gonna be my final surgery. I would like to have at least 60 massages with Claudio, so a bitch can be fine, hot, and ready. So like on like my 52nd birthday, when I'm getting ready to go alone on that Hawaiian vacation, or maybe San Diego vacation, I am going to just wear a shirt that says 52 wear. So that's it, ladies. Have a great evening. Yeah, we will talk soon. So be safe out there. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Have a good one, ladies, and thank you.